Okay, so we're working on the 96 Impala today. Not a huge project by any means. In fact, I've already changed these shocks probably around 2000. It's a 96, so I think I changed them around 50,000 miles, just thinking that, it's time. I was probably wrong because the fronts went south pretty quick. So what did I do? I went and bought more of the same brand. Hopefully they're better because they're really good on the Biscayne. If you watch that video, probably from last year. So let's stop talking and let's get to it. So what we have is, I can't see anything. That's great. And I'm going to try and just keep this running the whole time. Sorry about that. I'm going to just try and keep this running the whole time. And I know it's going to be exciting for you and all, but let's just try it. So I did the other side. I'm not going to say this side was easier or the other side it's going to be easier or harder, but I did the other side, maybe just to get an idea of what sizes they are and stuff like that. What I will probably do is pause it right now, bring all the tools over on this side, and then we'll get started. Alright, you're not going to see much, unfortunately. I need to get a extension down through here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see that shock top there or not. See this little right there? There's a bolt, I'm sorry, a nut. Actually, it's double nutted down in there. There we go. It's double nutted down in there, and I need to get to that and remove that. I am using air tools this time. A lot of times I don't, but this time I am. If you've ever done GM shocks, front shocks, you know what a pain in the ass this can be to get off. It wasn't too bad on the other side. I'm hoping it's not too bad on this side. There is a method by putting a long ratchet, a long socket, deep socket on this with an extension and rocking it back and forth and breaking it. I didn't have to do that. I was able to take it off. But this car has been indoors since 2000. Probably earlier than that, actually. Let's say 2000, 2001. And it's not the original shock. So, let's get to it and get this sucker off of here. And actually there's more in the way on this side than there is on the other side. And eject this screw over. Okay, that's the lock nut. Now I'm going to get the, I'll call it the actual nut, but let's face it, they're both actually nuts. They're absolutely crazy. And I think the shock is spinning, which is the usual problem with these, because it is not moving at all. And that's great. That's not what I was hoping to deal with. Because I can't get a wrench in here easily. So it's a 14 millimeter nut for this, 13 millimeter for the bottom two. 9/16 also is pretty similar. Okay, so the top of this shock, let me see if I have, let me get the other one out, the new one out. The top of the shock is kind of, well, it's not round. It's kind of got a side here, inside here, kind of like, if you watch my last one, the steering shaft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch this with a vice grip and then try and undo the nut. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not sure that I have enough room in here to rock the thing back and forth to break the shaft. So, did I just round it off, or? Let me see something. I'm not sure if it's actually coming up or not. I feel like it is. I don't know why the impact didn't take it off, but it feels like it is coming up. I got lucky. Looks like I need to change spark plugs on this too. I want to say that the last time I changed these, I was in Florida at my parents' house. I think it's turning now, as in rotating when I don't want it to. So let me try locking it down and see if I can turn that now. So it took me about 15 minutes on the other side. And I was hoping it was going to take 15 minutes on this side. But of course not. And if it gets too bad, I will stop, or at least edit some crap out. But I'm trying to do this one shot at a time, without stopping. And you might be thinking if I jack this up, jack the control arm up, it'll give me more room under here. I tried it on the other side. Oops, there goes my light. I tried it on the other side and it didn't make any difference, so I'm not even trying it this time. But I hear you. And it didn't do any good on the other side, so I'm not doing it on this side. What I need is a shorter wrench. Let's see if I can put the impact on it and zip it off. Probably not, but hey, we'll try. Wrong way. I think it did it. Oh, it's so close. It's right at the top. But if I can't get, I'm going to try jacking it up, see if I can get something underneath there. This one shows a little bit more room, so maybe I can get the vice grips in there. Probably not. Let's see if I can get the wrench in there. It looks like I can get the wrench in there. Oh, but wait, I can't get to the nut if I put the vice grips in there. Rotating. Oops, sorry. So what I did is I put a vice grip around the body of the shock absorber, hoping that that'll prevent it from rotating. It appears to be working, so. I just realized my hand was playing the weight during the whole working I've been doing. That's all right. I'm not sure if it's, yeah, it's coming. Nut, and I might call it a real nut, the old washer or whatever you want to call that, and then the bushing. Then I'm going to climb underneath, pull out those 2 bolts. Those 2 bolts are, I started with a half inch, but they're actually a 13 millimeter. So let's see. Without, this isn't gonna work here, is it? So I'm gonna take the lower bolts out and drop the shock out. Now, if your shocks are good while you're replacing them, and number 2, if they're not good, when you do this, they'll just fall out. However, if they are still good, which these are, relatively speaking, they're going to have pressure behind it, and it might be somewhat difficult to get them out. Get it out, but this looks to be okay. So maybe they weren't as good as I thought they were. And I'm using good as in they still have gas pressure in them. They're just bouncy. So with this kit that I got, with these shocks that I got, they don't come with the lower bolts, screws, only the upper nuts. So keep that in mind. If you screw these up, you will have to get some new ones or find a replacement of some sort. I could have used like an air ratchet, or because I don't have any of the fancy battery operated impact and air ratchets and stuff like that. I could have used them on this. I just chose not to. I just used it for the upper one and obviously for the lug nuts, which you know, you didn't see me take out, but I don't know why I said obviously, but yeah, I just use ratchets kind of often. So here she comes. That might be in the way. Probably should take the vice grips off. It comes out easier. Oops, sorry. So This shock is out. Time to put the new one in. What are we looking at here? Okay. Just checking to make sure. Comes with new bushings, the upper washers, and the upper nuts. But again, it does not include the lower screws. Let me take this out and see if I can. I assume if you're watching this, you know what's going on, but just in case. So you put the washer on, hello, and then a bushing, slide it up in there. The hole up in the control arm where I showed you, it's actually not the control arm, but the hole up in the frame can be various sizes. This one, where are we? This one's smaller and this one's a little bit larger. I don't know if you can see that. This one's larger, this one's smaller. In this car's case, it takes a smaller one that goes into the hole. So it would go on this way over the shock absorber. I tend to grease everything I put on, so I'm going to do that. Throw it in and see where we go. This is where the pressure of it being a new shock kind of comes into play, against you, not with you. Some of them are strapped or tied down, tied together. This one is not, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. You have to find the hole where it goes up. And then what I like to do, especially since it doesn't want to go, at the top where it's sticking through, I put the new bushing for the top. I'm trying to show you. Try to put this new bushing in on the top. Bushing first, and then the washer, or whatever they call it. And then I put the, again, the real nut on just to hold the top. And then I'll take the jack with a 2x4 sideways on it and lift the lower part of the shock up, and then I can put the lower two screws in. Well, that's the plan. do a little leg action here. Just to try to get it up to it. I'm not sure if you're seeing that or not. You're not. My apologies. Well, that's as low as I can get this. So this is the jack, this is the 2x4, and it's coming up on the bottom of the shock absorber. And I'm now going to try and put one of the screws in to get it like started. I gotta figure out where it's at. There we go. This wasn't too hard on the other side, so I'm not anticipating it to be too difficult on this side. It's just a matter of getting it lined up and getting everything started. That started. Just take the camera. Then I'll get the other one started. And then we're home free, man. Oh. Now I'm going to drop the jack out of the way. And I'll finish snugging up the screws in the bottom. If there's a torque spec, I don't know what they are, I just snug them up. And I go back and forth, kind of like do with lug nuts, just kind of go back and forth to ease it up. Which I will say is easier to do by hand than with air tools. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, I said that backwards. Without air tools. With hand tools. Okay, bottom slugged up. At this time, I am looking for my socket. Found it, I think. Yep. So I'm going to take the impet and zip it down. You don't need to be looking at that. Okay, here we go. And I'm just zipping it down. Both stops. But I have to move this out of the way so I can find it. That was the normal bolt, and then this will be the locking bolt. Nut. All right, that, my friends, is it. Matter of just putting the wheels on, and she's all done. So it's a nice quick one this time, I think. I haven't looked at the time yet. It's a nice quick one, and if you have any questions, comments, insults, hey, just let me know. I'll take it. Thanks for watching, and get out there and work on your junk, because nobody else is gonna. Peace.